Hi, everyone. My name's Nathan Chung. One question I sometimes get is how men can be better allies for women in tech and cyber. One of the biggest blockers for women are getting certifications because even after passing the often difficult certification exam, many of these certifications require an endorsement, usually from a manager. I remember a story from a few years ago where a woman passed CISM, Certified Information Security Manager. She passed the exam, but she was not able to get the certification because her manager refused to sign the endorsement. It is unfortunate, but sadly, without the endorsement, a lot of people, especially women, cannot get the certification. So for many men who are listening who want to help women, if you see that happening and depending on the requirements, if you can endorse a woman or friend or a woman or a coworker to get the certification, do it. It's a small thing and it can help benefit a person's life and career long term. Another blocker is getting experience. But what a lot of people don't realize is volunteer work counts as experience too. He, there are many nonprofits out there that support women in tech and cyber that are very similar. They offer training sessions, study groups, conferences, and a lot of talks about how to get into cyber. In my view, there is a huge missed opportunity. Nonprofits can do more to help people to get more experience because for a lot of people who are just graduating from college or who are transitioning from one field to another, especially to cybersecurity, the that experience is crucial, even perhaps even more so than certifications. So one way to get that experience, which a lot of people don't realize, is volunteer work. Imagine getting together with a group of friends who help, let's say, a local mom and pop shop with their malware that's on their computer, or helping them make sure everything is patched. The small things like that that can keep the bad guys out. Now, the big cyber attacks, which is all over the news past few months, is ransomware. Ransomware has been a huge problem past few years. But you'll notice from the news that a lot of the attention has been focused on the big infrastructure, like the oil pipeline, the packaging plants, and even today, some other new companies got hit by ransomware as well. But what a lot of people don't realize are some of the hardest hit are the local communities, the schools. Schools in particular have been hard hit by ransomware. Areas like that, just the schools, they need the help the most because with the economic fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic, state budgets have been largely decimated. So many schools may or may not have the resources needed to combat ransomware or even to have a basic cybersecurity program to protect their schools from these type of attacks. Those are the areas where a lot of people can volunteer their time to help out most. Not just schools, but the local communities as well, the mom and pop shops. Because as often cited in the news and studies, when the bad guys want to attack high value targets, they often do not go after them directly. They attack the smaller targets, which are the mom and pop shops, the local communities, because they're much easier to breach and to break in and to compromise because they will often not have basic cybersecurity practices in place. So they're, like the term, easy pickings. So that is the area that's in greatest need, the local communities. And another thing that came to mind is growing up, I remember how badly I wanted to be a manager or an exec. I see a lot of people men and women in IT and cybersecurity, they have that passion, that desire as well to quickly advance as quickly as possible into the executive ranks, regardless of how. Despite my many years of experience in the field, many people would be surprised that I am not an exec or C-level, even though there are many people who are even younger than me who are already C-level executives. The reasons why vary, and there will be countless studies and books out there that can explain why. But one reason why is, quite frankly, one must search within their heart to think about why they want to become a leader or executive. Some are natural born leaders and can do the job very well, and who should be naturally advanced to those positions because they can lead and companies can benefit. But some others are not. I for one would not be a good manager, and I do not desire to be a manager or executive. But people sometimes they get lost and dazzled by the popularity and the fame and the prestige of having an executive title. To be clear, there's nothing wrong with desiring a higher title, but it matters very much how we get there. As the saying goes, it's not the destination, it's the journey. Because in my experience, working in many companies, people remember and know who we are and how we get to where we go. And that's a plus and a minus. So all I'm saying is work hard, but also do what you can to advance, but do so with the right reasons, for the right reasons. And another blocker for women that I've seen is, quite frankly, they often don't get the opportunity, because I have met people, men and women, who openly and honestly, with all their heart, believe that women cannot and should not and are not capable of working in a technical field, such as IT or cybersecurity. But on the flip side, I have met many amazing women all over the world who are very good at cybersecurity and IT and are really good at their jobs. And it shows that, but the problem I see is they don't always get the visibility. I know women who have developed programs. I know women who have found hostile nation state actors through looking at logs. I know women who are really good at developing and building amazing security programs and who lead by example. They are role models for all the other amazing women who are just graduating from school. And more women are needed for diversity inclusion, especially to break groupthink and to see things differently. In short, when a woman applies for a job, do not discount her because of her gender. Give her a chance. Again, and that's it for today. And thank you for listening to the random musings of an autistic Asian American working cloud security. Catch me if you can next time.